All right. Assalamualaikum, guys.
We're back. Assalamualaikum.
Episode 9 this time.
Episode 9. I'm sorry, I miscounted. In my defense, my math is not that strong. But welcome back to episode 9. We are so happy. We are like almost 10 episodes in.
Disclaimer, we did change our social handles. The new handles will be down below. So make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, at Ammi and Khala. It's not co anymore. It's just Ammi and Khala. Keeping it clean. All right.
What are we talking about today?
We are talking about, or you just want to jump right in?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
I
just want to give a shout out to Essen. I'm going through like spring allergies, and then mom made chai, God bless her, with like the ginger and like the good stuff and like the chai.
Can I taste that actually?
It's actually really good. Let me bite.
So it's like a masala chai.
Yeah, masala chai. And Essen was on real estate, always comes through with their end of year gifts, always so practical, and something we use literally all the time. I think the previous year he had gotten a blanket, like the cozy blanket.
I still use
Kareem takes it for daycare.
Oh, what?
Yeah. It's his daycare blanket.
That's his emotional support.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
So shout out to Essen. Follow him for any GTA real estate needs if you...
Actually, even outside of GTA.
Yes, I'm sorry, yeah. We'll tag him below.
Yes, we will.
Okay. Let's start with the episode. Today we're talking about... I don't know why I'm so happy about this. Okay. We're talking about anger. Specifically, kind of addressing a question like, are we allowed to be angry as women in a society, right? So the reason I really wanted to kind of do this is because growing up, you know, since you're a little child, you hear people talking about like being soft with a man, or like not invoking rage or anger in a man, because
tiptoeing.
Tiptoeing, or just like not saying pretty much tiptoeing, because you know like gusse wala hai, and like you know mard ko gussa aata, it's like you know mard वैसे चलते, like you know you hear that growing up, and I don't know about you, I've never once heard someone say उन्हें गुस्से वाली.
No, never.
Or उसको गुस्सा आ जाता है, ऐसा मत करो, like don't do this because she's gonna get angry, don't do this because you know,
and
you
even,
never hear
like,
that.
I think even if I heard it was in a very negative sense.
Yeah,
right.
Pretty much saying she is abnormal.
Exactly. Yeah. When it comes to the man and his anger, that's his manhood.
Yeah. His strength, like, oh, men are like that.
Exactly, men are like that. But when it comes to the woman, the way it's portrayed in our society, unfortunately, is in a very negative lens.
Yeah.
Very looked down upon.
Yeah, the message we kind of received was like, oh, like, good girls don't get angry, good women don't get angry, good wives don't get angry.
Yeah. But they cater to the anger of them.
You are supposed to have sabr. You can't get angry. You're supposed to have sabr.
Oh my God, the weaponization of sabr.
Oh, first of all, we can we just like make it clear the definition of sabr that we have in. We are just gonna talk about South Asian community in general or in specific because that's
where we come from.
That's where we can speak to.
Yeah.
We have the wrong definition of sabr. It's not the definition that Islam gives us. You made your own definition up, and we are detaching ourselves from that definition.
Yeah. In our society, the way sabr was portrayed or looked at was you just keep your mouth shush, you keep silent, and you endure everything that's been thrown at you.
Yeah.
In the name of sabr.
Yeah, like God will reward you.
Yeah. You know, you're just supposed to stay silent and not speak up for yourself even.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the definition of sabr we grew up with. Yeah. But in Islam, sabr is completely different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, definitely. And I feel like just the way like anger in itself is labeled, like in a woman, like we spoke about it just briefly, like it's your labeled as like being difficult or being like abnormal or being sensitive. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, you can't poke. We talked about this like last time. Yeah. You can't poke her the wrong way, or she's gonna be angry because she's so sensitive.
Yeah.
But you don't call a man sensitive when he gets angry. You don't call him like, hey, stop being a baby.
That's his pride.
He's like, what are you gonna be mad about? Like, stop being a freaking baby. Like, you don't say that because, oh, he's a man, he can get angry. It's almost, I feel like it's almost glorified.
Yeah, it is.
When a man gets angry, it's like,
glorified.
whoa.
So they are allowed to express any and every emotion
Yeah.
that they want,
Yeah.
right? Be it positive, negative. But when it comes to women, we're not allowed to do the same.
Yeah. And it's so, I feel like this obviously ranges beyond anger. Like, I feel like the women are not given the space to feel in general. Or if they do feel, it's like you can feel behind closed doors. You can feel on your Johnny Mas, you can make dua, like you can because and you get your reward in the afterlife while you have summer. But you can't show emotion in front of people. And this goes beyond summer. Like I'm even talking as far to say like even sexual desire. Like like when you like in marriages, especially when you like talk like, oh, are you satisfying the man? No one says like, are you satisfying the woman? No one even asks the woman like, hey, are you satisfied?
Yeah.
Like this goes beyond just anger, like from anger to like sexual
any emotional
desire.
suppression.
Yeah. You're just
Basically,
not. Yeah.
You I think you are trained to numb yourself from childhood.
Yeah. Which honestly, like I remember I grew up as an angry daughter. And
should do an angry daughter.
yeah, I feel like because how there's like angry man, angry like son, whatever. Like I feel like I grew up as an angry daughter, but I don't remember. I don't think I've always showed my anger, in the way that I felt it. But I felt anger. Okay, like this is specifically to things happening in the house or like fights that would happen in the house or like in the family and stuff like that.
Wrongs, yeah.
I would feel fire inside me. Like literally I would feel a fire where I would want to be like destructive. I would want to say like the last word, the bad thing. Like I just wanted to like, I will destroy you if my anger comes out. Which obviously like we're not saying like, oh, women should just be angry because like not women or man. I don't think anger is something we should
suppress
and also like not something we should encourage either. Like we're not saying like, oh, go be angry, go like break things, go like cuss people off. We're not saying that. We are saying because what is anger? When you're angry, what does that mean? It means
essentially like someone has overstepped your boundary.
The cross, that's a key word.
Yeah. And coming back to the boundary, that's another thing in our culture, in our society. There's no boundaries.
For women.
Period. There are no boundaries.
Yeah.
And then only recently, this whole like the healing process, the definition of healing, boundaries and stuff, like it's everywhere out there on social media now.
In this generation.
In this generation. And now that it's out there, people are probably questioning what the hell is a boundary?
Yeah.
Because we were never trained to put any boundary in place.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I live with my mom and dad. Me and my husband and my kids live with mom and dad. I feel like because I'm very like boundary pusher. I'm like this is my boundary. Like like I'm an angry daughter, angry wife. I'm just an angry person. Okay. But it's getting better. Now that I'm 2 months or 2 years postpartum, it's getting better. But I feel like mom is actually learning from that. Like I can actually like see her set her boundaries even with that.
Yeah.
Like she'll be like, hey, I'm actually not going to do this because I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have never seen that before, like in prior years.
That's good.
So she's actually learning from me. You're welcome, mom.
No, it really bounces off of each other. Like when monkey see, monkey do kind of a thing. Yeah. So yeah, like again, unfortunately, I wish as a child we were allowed to express ourselves like any human being should. I'm not talking about men or women. Any human being should be allowed to express any emotion in a healthy way.
Let's talk about like children being like adolescent years and everything. Like, because we had a cousin who, he was going through his puberty years or whatever he was going through. He was going through something and like he would act out. He would be like, he enraged and stuff like that. Like he would act out.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were people who would come and try to discipline him, but it was never looked at as like, oh, he's a boy. He's going to go through this. He's a boy. Like his development changes is coming because he's going to get angry because that's how he develops. But a
don't
woman
think-
also, huh?
Yeah, I think there was lack of knowledge there.
Yeah.
For the most part, jahaliyat.
Yeah, but also like how you dealt with it, like the way that people
Exactly,
dealt with it
that's
was
what
with
I'm saying, yeah.
more jahaliyat.
Exactly. Yeah.
You never like just took the time to just sit him down and be like, hey, let's talk, you know, or allow him to be angry. Like I feel like we also need to allow people to be angry because again, what does it means a boundaries being crossed? It means I'm not liking the way I'm feeling or like something that has been done. How do
Yeah.
we address that?
Yeah, or just, like my nervous system is overloaded,
Yeah.
overwhelmed with everything that's going on around me.
Yeah.
And I need that safe space to, again, absorb that emotion of mine and
Yeah.
tell me that this is okay, validate me, and just let me process it,
Yeah.
Like,
Like any emotion, anger is a signal to something, right? Like
Yeah.
when you're happy, it's like, oh, something happened. Like,
anger is a secondary emotion, by the way.
oh, it is? I didn't know that.
It is a secondary emotion because beneath it is something else that's triggering that anger.
Right, okay.
So
Right, okay.
yeah. So
That makes sense.
if you're not dealing with whatever is going
Yeah.
on underneath it,
No, that makes sense.
then that's gonna keep on coming up.
That's why I feel like a lot of moms, when they go through this postpartum rage or mom rage, that's where it comes from because you're carrying
A resentment,
the mental load.
the buildup of resentment.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And then it comes out as rage.
Yeah, because you're like, no matter what I feel or say, like it's not being heard.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
maybe me being angry will be heard, but that you being angry is just labeled as you going through postpartum.
Exactly.
it's-
Oh, moody. Oh, she's
Or
so
moody, yeah. It's
God.
actually insane.
That triggers the crap.
You really can't win.
Yeah, no.
You can't win.
No.
But also, like when it comes to anger or unsuppressed anger, what happens to it? Like you growing up, like when you're a girl, when you're a woman, when you become a mother, a wife, whatever, like you're told not to be angry, not to be angry. You can't show your emotion because it's not valid. You're moody. What happens? It has to go somewhere. It has to do something. What happens to unsuppressed
it impacts
anger?
your physical body, literally.
Yeah.
Right? It leads to all these autoimmune disorders.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
actually backed by research.
Yeah,
so
hormonal imbalances.
Yeah.
And these are all the side effects of suppressed emotions.
Yeah. Anxiety, even like all these like mental health issues, like because you don't know, like you can't release your emotions in a way. Like not everyone is gonna have that privilege to
space.
understand that, hey, I need to release this.
Yeah.
In a certain way that they can't find a hobby. They can't like, hey, let me try coloring. Let me try journaling. Let me go for a walk. Like some people just don't have that luxury or the privilege or just that sense to be like, I need to deal with this because
Yeah.
until like years have passed. And then before you know it, you're taking thyroid pills for the rest of your life. And one of the reasons why anger is not allowed for women or policed for women is because Sabr is pushed out their throat to silence them pretty much.
Yeah. Have sabr, like just giving an example here. Let's say like there's an unhealthy marriage where
Yeah.
the man is doing things that he shouldn't be doing. And the woman, even if she had that person to bring it up to, that person would be like, just have sabr, and time will pass. Things will get better with time. I'm sorry, things don't get better with time. They only get better if that person changes things for himself.
Yeah.
So you having sabr is not going to change any of his outcomes.
Yeah.
And you're basically going to be in that cycle of, like him doing things, you getting triggered, you getting angry, but suppressing that anger, that's going to come out as resentment. Yeah, you're just going to go down the rabbit hole.
It's actually insane because this happens a lot. This happens so often in our communities,
I
especially in
want to
marriages.
say majority of the marriages in our community, the desi community, are toxic.
I think it's getting better.
They're not toxic maybe, but unhealthy. Okay, maybe that's a better way to put it.
That's because us as for generations we haven't learned.
Yeah.
We haven't emotionally matured. We haven't learned coping mechanisms. We haven't learned communication skills. We haven't learned like how to argue, how to have we need conflict resolution. There's no conflict resolution.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that, but I feel like
Unexpressed emotions.
Yeah.
Unexpressed expectations also. in a marriage, both from women and men. But again, no one asks a woman, what are your
Exactly.
expectations?
Forget expectations, okay? Like, let's go past expectations. Let's say a woman is in an unhealthy or unhappy marriage. She complains about something to her mother or even like a close friend or whatever, and they say like, "Oh, have Sabr." You're not even like, you're not even addressing that she could be feeling X, Y, and Z. Like, she could be feeling so many things, but you're just saying, "Hey, let's not even talk about those things. Let's just like, literally a tape on your mouth. Have Sabr."
I think there was a time like within our family, like extended family, a person was going through depression or something like that. Again, the label of depression even was just so looked down on in a negative way that, this is haram in our religion. You're not allowed to be depressed. You're not allowed to feel those feelings.
Which is crazy to me because like an entire surah was revealed to Prophet ﷺ when he was going through the year of depression. Surah al-Duha.
Duha, yeah.
Like, that's literally like God saying like, hey, acknowledging you are sad, you feel this way, you're thinking this, I'm here for you.
Yeah, and also like the only thing that we heard from people was like, yeah, just pray more, read more Quran, just do those things and then your depression is going to go away. But people don't realize there's a whole like physical and like chemical aspect to depression. It's literally a tsunami in your head, like like hormonal tsunami. But again, lack of knowledge.
Yeah,
it comes down to jahaliyat at the end of the day.
Yeah, going back to like the women not being allowed to have anger, especially when it comes to marriages and stuff. There's actually the sabr being pushed out of the women. I think I said this to you before, the hadith that I came across. So I don't think I explained it properly because we were just doing it over FaceTime. So back in like the Arab Jahiliyyah days, if a man is like angry with a woman or like if he's like upset or whatever, he would use a term like, "Oh, you're like my mother's back to me," or something. Pretty much saying like, "You're like my mom," and that would kind of give him the right to like act a certain, or just like kind of not see him or as a wife or like not even engage in like sexual relationships or whatever. So he would just like, "Oh, you're my mom," and like he would kind of walk off, and then they would come back like the next year, the same night or whatever, and then they would want a wife. Then they would want those relations, right? That was like a common thing in like Arab Jahiliyyah period prior to Islam. So a woman actually came to Prophet ﷺ and she complained. She said, "Hey, he said this to me." And obviously, like when you say stuff like that, like dil or jada, like your heart is just not, you can't see him the same way anymore. Exactly. Like so many things happen, you just can't see the man the same way anymore. And she's like, and he comes back and he just wants me to be a wife again. And she said, "I can't do it, Ya Rasulullah." And he's like, "You can leave him." Like, did you just hear that? Yeah. Like me just saying it gave me chills. Like he literally said, "You are allowed to leave him." Because he said that, because he made you feel that way, because you are no longer attracted to the man, or you can no longer see him as a partner. Like, you can leave him.
Yeah, I really want to focus on this aspect, right, of women being told to have sabr in a marriage, and that just leading to nowhere. And then let's say if a woman were to like just wake up one day and be like, okay, enough is enough. I can't go through it. I can't put up with it anymore. Like, she's the one to be blamed then to break that marriage.
Yeah.
They're like, if only you had sabr. If only you stuck through with it. If only this, if only that. And then she is portrayed as the wrong person in our society.
Because she didn't have enough sabr.
It's ridiculous, man.
Again, like this goes back, like we see the effects of this in marriages. We see the effects of this when marriages are going through it, they're being broken or whatever. But this starts really early on.
Yeah.
Like even like, let's say like you have all this suppressed anger. It comes in different emotions. You're not allowed to express this particular emotion, but it comes in different emotions, right? Yeah. Like you seek validation, or you seek something to fill that void or to fill that need that's not being allowed to come out. Yep. So maybe you choose partners that are not good for you. Maybe you go into like habits that are not good for you. Maybe you choose friends that are not good for you, like drinking, like just going into things that you probably wouldn't have been going to if you were just allowed to have that cleanse
Yeah.
yourself of those emotions.
Yeah, because subconsciously, like even if you're not doing it like consciously, like subconsciously, your body knows what it's lacking
Yeah.
or what it needs. And then you end up choosing whatever you choose from that place.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And sometimes you don't know what you're doing.
exactly, you don't know what you're doing. And alhamdulillah, I want to say like today we're at a place where people who choose to, I'm going to say people who choose to reflect will reflect back
Yeah.
and be like, this is what I needed at that point in time and I didn't get it, so this is where I ended up as a result of that. But that doesn't mean like you have to stay where you are. That is your sign to either just stick through whatever you're dealing with,
Yeah.
or take that initiative to break the cycle and
Yeah.
be like, okay, this is done, like enough is enough, like I'm a whole different person now, right? It also comes down to you working on yourself first. That's the key. Not just reflecting, but like actively working on yourself, seek therapy, like there's so many like podcasts out there that talk about mental health and like all sorts of things.
Take a walk.
Take a walk, that really like frees up your mind, that calms your nervous system. And then from there on, once you have that clear mindset, be like, is this what I want to continue living with, or do I want to choose a better path for myself?
Yeah. I feel like, I spoke about me having, I wouldn't say I have anger issues. That's not what I mean. But I feel like that really came.
She's not an angry person, FYI.
I'm not. But I had like postpartum rage, which is again normal because you're going through all these emotional changes.
So did I, by the way.
Yeah.
And I know even that.
And it was bad.
I was solo parenting for 3 years with my twins.
Yeah, I know.
My firstborns. So
I'm almost solo parenting now.
Yeah, so yeah, it's crazy, man. The fact that you have to like go through all of it alone, like it has to come up somewhere.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, it would be so bad to a point where like I'm like throwing things across, like not hitting my children, not yet. Like throwing things across the room, but now like 2 years postpartum, I feel like my hormones and like feelings and emotions are getting balanced somewhat. But it still does, the anger still comes up. But now like my child is 3 years old. He is noticing, he is like adapting to what we're saying, like he's learning, absorbing. So I need to find another way to release my anger, because I can't throw things across the room and then like look at him the next second and be like, whoa, what happened? Like I would do that. I'm pretty sure they would think I'm like bipolar or something, because I'm like, oh my God, did Bubba throw the remote? Like it was just, I'm like, like it was bad. But yeah, I feel like it's definitely something we need to be allowed to release, because like I said, it's a secondary emotion. You need to address those emotions that are laying under there.
Yeah.
And if it does need to come out, like let it come out. Obviously, like you can be angry in a way that says like, hey, my boundaries being pushed. Hey, I don't like what has been said or what has been done. But you can be respectful about it. You can be angry and respectful,
Exactly. I struggled with boundaries a lot. And you know this. Growing up, obviously, there was no boundaries for me, or like that I could set, or I knew how to set.
Yeah.
All I knew was people pleasing. And then going into my marriage, I didn't know how to set boundaries with anybody or anything.
And that would also frustrate me. I feel like seeing her.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? Like that would cause rage.
Yeah. And now, and like, I'm going to be like very honest here. So once I hit 30 and I had my wake up call, I started setting boundaries. Some very strong boundaries.
Yeah. What happens when a woman sets boundaries?
Oh, she is labeled as the villain. She is the one who is
going through postpartum depression.
Yeah, going through it mentally. But like no one cared to pause and be like, this is a reaction of whatever that she has been putting up with for all these years.
Yeah.
Like she's the crazy one acting out. And then also the guilt that left me with. Okay, I had the worst guilt for the longest time to set those boundaries in place, where I questioned myself multiple times. I'm like, am I doing the right thing?
Oh, wow, I don't know.
Like am I being the bad person by putting this boundary in place?
Damn.
Because at that point in time, like, yes, I wanted to protect my peace. Like, I needed to cut myself off from like certain people, but like, I was constantly in that cycle of like questioning myself. Like, I wasn't sure if I was doing the right thing or the wrong thing. And there was obviously no one to tell me that, okay, you know, like you are doing the right thing. Like, because again, like the experiences I went with, like no one would really understand than, you know, myself. Yes.
Or someone who knows
Or yeah,
everything.
Exactly. Like she knows the ins and outs of everything. But I don't
Yeah.
think I ever...
Not every single thing. I think things will still come up. I still don't think I know everything. Nobody
Yeah,
can know
yeah.
everything.
No, but
still,
I don't think
knew.
I ever communicated that with you either. That
No,
the
the
guilt
guilt part,
that I was
no.
going through.
No, you didn't.
It's crazy because again, like all my life, I was trained to think that I can't do these things.
Yeah.
And then one day when I finally decided to stand up for myself, also cut my parents off at that point. I'm like, no, you know, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel
I feel like even they're like, oh my god, like why is she like
why is she acting out like this?
No,
Yeah.
for them it was like it's coming out of nowhere, right? But for me, I'm like it's not coming out of nowhere. I'm like there's a whole decade
Yeah.
of where it's coming from.
Yeah.
But they don't know that because they haven't you haven't shared that with them for the past 10 years, and now they're like, whoa,
Yeah.
she's going through
Yeah, man,
postpartum depression.
that guilt was like it stuck with me for the longest time. And now finally, like I can safe to say that I'm at a place where I know I did the right thing.
Yeah.
It was what needed.
Yeah.
I don't care if people label me as the villain or the disrespectful one. I'm done.
It's disrespectful to cut off people who are disrespectful to you.
Exactly.
Because you're a woman.
Exactly.
But if you're a man, gusto wala hai. He has boundaries.
Yeah. Oh, don't trigger him. You
Yeah.
know, like you're just gonna trigger him. So you calm down so he can be okay.
So he can be a man child.
Yeah.
But even man children are not like that. I have man children, not man children. I have children
Or boys.
I have sons. Yeah, but they're not like that.
Again, like it comes down to your upbringing.
Yeah. But yeah.
Wow, that was, I feel like a weight lifted off of me.
No, that's good.
Literally. Yeah, I feel like these podcasts are like healing a part of me, even with that whole eldest daughter syndrome. Like things I never said out loud in the open.
Yeah, this podcast is pretty much for us. It's not even.
Yeah.
It's just we're healing our inner childs. But yeah, I do feel like anger, kind of just tying it back, like to close the circle. We, especially daughters, need to be taught that it is okay to be angry. Obviously, not just daughters, but like also sons. Like, how can you be angry? Okay, you are angry. That's valid, but obviously, like every emotion, you can't just go to an extreme.
Yeah.
It's okay to be angry, but you can't disrespect someone. You can't throw things around. You can't hurt someone just because you're angry. Like,
yeah.
You can be angry when a boundary is pushed, but you can't use that anger to hurt someone.
Yeah, that's what I've reinforced with my kids too.
Yeah.
Like, because the older ones are really going through it.
Yeah.
Where, you know, they sometimes slam doors and stuff. And then, like, that's where, you know, I have to be firm and be like, I'm not saying suppress your emotion.
Yeah.
Like, you're angry, be angry. That's completely
Ask for
okay.
that space, yeah.
You know? But just no slamming doors, you know, like, no screaming out of rage at someone, especially your parents. That's just not okay. I'm like, go take a pillow, scream inside the pillow. I literally told her that. I'm like, scream inside a pillow. I'm like, if nothing is working and you want to talk to me about something, come and talk to me.
Yeah.
I'll sit down. I'll listen to you. Like, I won't judge. Like, this is your space.
Yeah.
To share anything and everything with no judgments. And then if you feel like you need that one-on-one time outside, let's go. You know, let's go outside.
Yeah. No, that's, wow, that feels good. That does feel good.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm literally like, I feel like my body is like feeling lighter.
It's like we were not even angry in this episode. We were just talking about like, let us be angry and we feel better.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It is. I think for like our generation now, there's obviously a lot of resources out there that, you know, that you
education.
Yeah, you can learn yourself in terms of like regulating emotions. so that you can pass down those tools to your children.
Yeah.
Just because it wasn't passed down to you doesn't mean you get to do the same with your children. This is your chance to change things for the better, inshallah.
But yeah, if you're a woman out there who has been suppressing her anger, release it.
Let it out. Release it.
But obviously in a healthy way.
What do you think about rage rooms?
I have been wanting to go, especially when I was going through my postpartum rage things. I've been wanting to go, but now I just feel like I don't have it in me.
Yeah.
It will come when I'm pregnant again.
Yeah, I feel like
it's there. Yeah, it's there to like release your
If you're definitely going through the thick of it, I definitely think you should utilize that. Because again, like you can't be doing all those things in front of your kids.
No, but also it's also like teaching your body like, okay, if I do this, it can be released. Like, I think there's maybe like not go to a rage room when you're angry and like making that associating that with anger, but just going there to release even when you're overwhelmed. Like it doesn't have to be anger, right? Just overwhelmed.
Yeah,
go to a rage room.
I think like I've gotten so much better in terms of listening to my body, my nervous system. Like yesterday, for instance, I was going through it with my toddler, my 3-year-old, who was also going through it. God, man. It was a terrible nightmare yesterday. Literally the entire day she was whining, crying, and just like not having it. And I lost it at one point. My nervous system was still like on fire while I needed to regulate her. And then like there were calls coming in, messages coming in. I'm like, you know what? Like I don't need to respond to anybody right now. Like I need to cool myself down.
Yeah.
If I answer someone, I'm gonna say something that's not gonna come out nice or like right, because this is not the time I need to communicate with anybody. But I took that moment to like message that person and be like, hey, you know, like this is what I'm going through.
Me?
No, this is what I'm going through. I can't talk to you right now because I need to regulate myself.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a first for me too.
Damn. Yeah.
You know? So yeah, a lot of good things come when you actively practice, you know, how to regulate your nervous system.
And just with any emotions, like see them as like they're telling you something. Use it as information that your body needs something from you. Like if it's being listened to, if it's being like validated, like it needs something from either you or like someone else.
Yeah.
Communicate that. We should talk about communication like down the line, especially in the marriage, because I struggle.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yesterday I was watching Dr. Bahu, and that scene where, you know, they sit down and he's like
we need to talk.
Opening up to her.
Yeah.
I feel like that also healed me. I'm like, this is
he's doing a good job, by the way. Yeah.
In a marriage, you know, like just openness, you know, like honesty, transparency.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, that's on our list for one of the episodes, inshallah.
Inshallah. But yeah, that's what we have to say about being angry. Let us know if you have any similar experiences or similar thoughts. Or how do you release your anger?
Are you an angry daughter?
Are you an angry daughter? It's okay if you are. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just an emotion.
It's a safe space for you here. You can share your experiences with us.
Yeah. And also, if you guys have any ideas of what we can talk about in the future, please do let us know as well. DM, comment, whatever it is. But thank you for watching.
We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.